And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Kaepernick now on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Big play that time through the air. 30 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is DJ Reed returning. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. this is Rashad Penny. And the tackle that time by James Lynch. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Penny on the toss right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Geno now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Leaves it for Penny. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw, Kaepernick. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Wake, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And that is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot. It's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this throw caught left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Flushed out right. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll run with Penny, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Rashad Penny unable to get there, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play there for Minnesota. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
Hey, 91!
To throw is Kaepernick. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Open right side, complete to Rager. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Seahawks 14-yard line.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Rager there to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Geno. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Geno. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Smith now to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. James Lynch coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot here before break, Smith. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Penny. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Penny, a first down carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Smith. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it again with Penny. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And, you know,
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know what?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st down, Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Again, Smith. That's caught by Penny. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Seahawks.
Now Smith. And he finds Penny. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
How good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
2nd and 12. Throwing again is Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Geno out to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They run it again with Cook. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Handoff comes to Cook. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3. They got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.